Also, there's shooting people out of airlocks is a big thing. I've never done it. I mean, I have, but only by jumping out of the airlock with them.
Oh, that seems
Like, I
ill-advised.
I don't know what I'm missing. Well, because you can remote control the ship. The whole thing is heisting spaceships
That
or killing
sounds
people.
great.
It's Hotline Miami with spaceships and randomly generated missions and randomly generated characters. So
Kind of into
like
that.
you have a little pod that flies if you can fly from ship to ship or station to station to ship or whatever. And you can remote control it so if you get thrown or fall out of an airlock, you remote control your ship to go catch yourself before you run out of oxygen. And then you can fly back and reboard the ship that you got thrown out of.
That sounds great.
It's real fun. And also, I cheated super hard to accomplish a mission I shouldn't have been able to by just hijacking a ship and piloting it to the ship I was supposed to kill a guy on, and then just blasting it with missiles.
I mean,
And then when that ship exploded, I just got ejected out into space and picked myself up with my own spaceship and then flew back away. It was the best.
job completed.
Yeah. There's all kinds of weird, crazy, randomly generated items with different attributes and stuff. Like, there's a teleporter that lets you swap places with anyone else on the ship. And there's another one called the Visitor that teleports you to a place, but only for like 2 or 3 seconds at a time. So you can teleport across the ship, shoot somebody, and then wind up back where you started. If there's just one guy you need to take out.
Yeah, okay.
It's real
that
good.
sounds like some gunpoint.
Yeah, but the enemies can get all that stuff too, and it gets to be a real problem.
Yeah, that sounds like some gunpoint.
Yeah, if you like Gunpoint, you will like this. I can pretty much say that. And also, if you like the idea of just like breaking into spaceships and stealing stuff and or gunning people down, do you want to be a space hitman slash
Yes.
space thief?
Yes.
Yes, then you should pick up Heat Signature. It's like $13 on the Humble Bundle.
Makes sense.
Yeah, that Humble store has a good price.
Yeah. I'm gonna steal stuff from this priest. Sword Priest number 1. Don't look at me. Fine, I'll go away. What am I up on? Okay, never mind.
And that priest's got the cross and everything. I guess that means he's important.
He's a real priest. He's not a sword priest.
Well, the other priests don't have the big red cross, do they?
No, they don't.
Yeah.
He's a
I
Templar
mean,
priest.
he's either special or he's pretending he's special. Are you supposed to
Okay.
be following him?
Yeah, I'm supposed to pickpocket him.
Oh, okay. For a second, I thought you were trying to, like, follow him stealthily,
No.
and you were right on him, and I was like, is that how that works? I'm not good at stealth. I've learned this over my entire life, but, oh god.
It's fine. Everything is fine.
Just climb a different wall.
Yeah. So the secret about like stealth in video games is that like especially tailing, video games don't do tailing right. And the way I say that makes it sound like, oh yeah, I tail people all the time. Which no, I'm not creepy. I just read a book about it once. Okay. Because like the secret to tailing is not stay a fixed distance away from someone, because guess what? That's super suspicious.
Yeah, that's incredibly obvious.
And video games kind of don't get that.
Mm-hmm.
Oops, don't lock onto that guy. Lock onto that guy.
Begin a dialogue. Make amends.
Because if you were trying to tail someone in a video game like you do in real life, the odds are you will immediately fail. Because, like, if you're tailing somebody in real life, it is totally okay to go past them
And we must
if
Yeah.
they don't know who you are.
those we once called our enemies and now instead call them friends. The Crusaders come to Jerusalem to
Like, L.A. Noir was pretty egregious about it. Like, oh, that guy doesn't know who we are, we better tail him. And then you have to stay a fixed distance behind them. And it's just like, what? It's not how this works.
Yeah, as someone who walks everywhere, like, if I thought every other person walking behind me was tailing me, I would never make it back home. I would be too busy taking false turns to try to throw him off my trail. Like, it is... I don't know. It's weird. Video games, yeah, don't do it super well. Or at least not that I've seen. I'm trying to think of a game that has good, like, follow that guy sections.
There kind of aren't any.
The problem is all the ones I can think of that were actually fun are also ones where it's not stealth. It's like, chase that guy.
Yeah, but video games are really good at chasing. This is not going well. Oh, there it goes. Okay.
Do you have to beat that man up with your bare hands?
I have to beat that man up with my bare hands.
The truth. Why would you
His friend is really upset with you.
He is.
Oh, now he's got another friend. This is... Yeah, I see what you mean when you said this was not going well.
I just like the chain of punches where, like, that guy would punch me, then I would punch his friend, and then that guy would punch me.
We want an end to all of this.
Just everyone take turns.
Yeah.
Also, for a man who's been punched in the face like 20 times, that guy seems happy.
Land will be
Yeah.
united beneath our banner.
United through force.
Also, surprising no one, that new Metroid game, really good.
Surprises me.
Finished it.
2D Metroid isn't good.
And I breathe.
Oh, whatever, that one's fantastic. I finished it last night, and it was great.
That's what I
It
stabbed
had
that
one or
guy.
two areas that I thought were kind of annoying, but every Metroid game has those.
I interrogated that guy, and the information I got was, "What are Robert's true motives?"
That's
the
not
worst-
information! If the... Well, maybe the information... What? Did you just stab that man?
Yeah, it's fine. You
Okay.
punch him to death so he talks to you, and then you stab him because
Okay.
question mark.
You must help.
Eh.
I was shadowing
I assumed the whole point of him telling you that was so that he wouldn't get stabbed.
flight.
No, I'll tell you, it's just like, no,
My ankle.
I stab you anyway.
I know. Please don't tell
He can't let anyone find out about that non-information he got.
Yeah.
Like, if the information... Maybe the information was that he has ulterior... That his motives are mysterious.
Maybe, but at the same time, that was really funny.
It was. Okay, so does this guy want you to do another dumb flag relay race?
No, he
Okay.
wants me to stab people.
Okay, well, that's better. 'Cause I was gonna say, like, at this point, making you do another flag relay race thing just seems pointless when you've, like,
I would-
killed almost all of your targets.
I would kind of rather do a flag relay race because it's easier than the weird go stab these men's.
Also, how many targets do they have, assuming that you can... Well, I guess if you fail and restart, it's just resynchronizing the animus. It's not actually, I've got
Yeah.
another list of dudes to stab.
Yeah.
Although I do like the concept of just having, like, 60 names on a list in case you keep fucking up the mission.
Okay, I need you to kill my ex-wife's third cousin. Why? I don't know. He looked at me
Is you-
funny once.
You killed everyone else already, and you keep fucking this up, and you've got to kill 10 people to pass this thing, so...
So I mean, who better to kill than my ex-wife's third cousin? I don't know why the informant is like strong bad and Italian, even though this is the Middle Eastern one.
Look, the Middle East was very diverse. What are the... Okay, so the red guys, are they just, like, those are people looking for you, or...
Red guys are just guards. Yellow guys are targets. There should be... I'm like on top of a yellow guy, and I am not seeing him. Well, there he is. And then I think blue guys are like helpers, like vigilantes or priests or
okay,
whatever.
like the dudes you can blend in with, or
Yeah.
whatever.
I'm out. Also, they've done like this first-person eagle vision in multiple games. I did not realize it originated in this one, and I don't like it.
I prefer the one where the screen just changes.
Yeah, and
no-
you can
no
move
POV
around
shift.
during it. Also, I have got to get a move on to get back to the informant.
Now you've got a minute. Well, I
Yeah,
mean,
but
not anymore,
stream
obviously,
delay because I have 30 seconds.
but- Yeah, well, that's half a minute. That's still pretty good.
Yep, and I
Also, when I said that, you actually had 50 seconds, but...
okay. Oh, there he is. I can do it. I have 15 seconds. There you go. 14:32 is the time remaining. Spoilers.
Good work.
Excuse me.
When you said that, I was right at 30 seconds. So stream delay, roughly 15 seconds.
Should befriend some scholars to approach him. That shouldn't be a problem for someone of yours.
Give me something better than what are his motives, please. Blend with some scholars. Okay, you know, technically better, but I don't see what that really has to do with the guy.
What was the advice?
Blend with some scholars during the funeral.
I mean, that's, I guess, a tip about how to kill him.
Yeah. I bet if I go past those guys, they're going to get very upset at me. Or not. Maybe if I just went around the side. They're like, oh, that guy clearly knows what he's doing. He completely ignored us.
But honestly, with tips like these, I'm waiting for somebody to start telling you about the graveyard duck.
Took me a second to remember that reference, but man, I love Graveyard Duck. Have I mentioned
Only there was a Castlevania 2 Netflix series.
Have I
the Graveyard
mentioned my
Duck could make an
weird
appearance.
family thing with ducks lately?
I don't think so.
So
I don't recall this.
a couple of years ago, my sister got a new house.
Mm-hmm.
And me and my aunt, being the mischievous souls that we are,
Mm-hmm.
found these like ceramic ducks,
Huh.
and we hid them in her yard.
No, but I've heard the
Why ducks? We don't know.
Crusader Knight.
Well, I mean, they were there.
Yeah, they
You
were
had
there. They were like a quarter at the thrift store.
They were available.
They were, yeah. And
If
then,
there were ceramic other animals, those probably would have worked too.
yeah. But then, so this has turned into buying a ton of rubber ducks and then just hiding them in my sister's house
Huh.
over the past 2 years.
So how many rubber ducks does she have?
Let's go with, because she gave some most of them back to me at one point for my birthday.
Mhm.
And there were
Did you
20.
then proceed to go re-hide them?
Yes.
Good work.
And there were 22 then. So, and there have been more since. So we're probably at around 30.
Because I was gonna say, right after I said that, I just immediately pictured like the elevator doors opening in The Shining, but rubber ducks pouring out. Just a room that is nothing but, and if you open that door, like, that's on you. There was a sign. You were warned.
Also, my sister doesn't watch these streams, so I feel safe in saying. So one of the new ducks we got was like we got it out of a claw machine, and it's like a duck in a ninja costume.
Oh. Is he
And-
extra well hidden?
Yes, because my sister is way into Halloween, and she has a Halloween tree in her house.
Oh, cool.
It's like a Christmas, like a artificial Christmas tree, but it's black because it's Halloween.
See, there was a really cool... We got, like, one of those cool little Halloween tree things, but it was, like... The base is, like, a weird wireframe pumpkin thing with, like, a weird jack-o'-lantern face on it, and it kind of lights up. But then the tree and branches themselves look like little, like, bones in the shape of a tree.
Oh, that's
It was
neat.
actually super cool, but it sadly was, like, super busted when we got it, so we had to toss it.
Oh.
Yeah.
But so the black ninja duck is hiding in the black Halloween tree.
Nice. I don't really celebrate Halloween anymore. It's one of those things that kind of went out of style when I got older. Not out of style, but just like... I'm older now, I've got a beard, I live pretty much alone, so like... Partaking in Halloween stuff just seems weird now. I don't want to have kids coming near my house to get candy. I don't have kids coming near my house at all. Just turn the lights off, sit inside, watch dumb horror movies.
I still answer like, because we get a lot of kids occasionally, and I will answer the door and hand out candy because you know that's what you do.
I went and worked at a haunted house once. That was fun.
Oh crap! Oh nope! Oh, I mucked that one up
Did you get exposed?
very quickly and very obviously. Oh no! Oh god!
Uh-huh.
This is going poorly.
I'm sure you're exaggerating. Oh, yeah, hey. I think that guy saw you.
Oh, that guy's freaking out. Oh no!
Oh,
He stopped freaking out.
oh. Watching
Uh,
you fall off high places is never gonna get old.
You're not wrong. And we got like 12 more of these to go.
Oh, wow.
I'm exaggerating slightly.
Okay.
I don't.
Oh, gee, what is he doing?
I don't know.
What is... He's got his foot stuck in that box or something. Tried to axe kick it like Giant Bomb. That's not how you open a crate. Man, I miss those old mailbags.
Maybe they shouldn't have sent the stuff in a crate. They did not want it axe kicked. Let's try that again. Oh no. Kick that man. Excuse me.
Safety and peace, master.
You did bad job last time, Altair.
Templars in town
Do better.
have been ordered to kill as many
Like a really bad job.
Like
You kind of just ran up and stood in front of a guy until you got exposed. It was weird.
would be done in no time. I have learned much while looking for those Templars. I will share valuable information with
I kind of wonder why you're like such a high-ranking assassin if that's your plan.
Also, that other guy is much better disguised than you are, assassin-wise.
I mean, he's like in a... Excuse me, ma'am. Ma'am, I need you to please stop running around. I need to kill that guy. Thank you. Oh no. Tobo, please.
Wow, that lady is into you.
I mean, who wouldn't be? Really. He's got the smolder. That hobo pushed me into a door frame. That was rude.
Why are all these homeless people like shirtless fist fighters who also hate you?
I don't know. Why was my
What did you
eyeball
do to the
red
homeless?
all of a sudden?
Hmm?
My eyeball turned red, and I don't know why.
I'm gonna assume you mean in the game.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it's like Prey. My eyeball's just red all of a sudden. I'm
Don't know what you mean because I've seen none of Prey.
Oh. In Prey, your
I
eyeball
saw
turned...
somebody turn into a coffee cup. That was all I saw of Prey.
That... Yep. I knew Prey is pretty good.
Apparently, the thing is that like all of your enemies are just hiding as inanimate objects and things.
Not all of them, but the main type of enemy... Shit. Really? The main type of enemy is a mimic, which just hides as level props. And sometimes, like, pickups, which is real unfortunate.
See, that sounds great. That sounds fantastic.
It's pretty good.
Wait, what happened?
There was just a guard in that hallway that saw me and was like, hey, that guy looks suspicious for some reason, even though I hadn't done anything in front of him.
I was gonna say you were just walking. You stabbed the other 5 guys in front of crowds of people and they didn't mind. That guard's really good at his job.
He really is. Oh, God. Oh, no. He's just still going. Also, as I have the Twitters open in a different window, Hideo Kojima is retweeting stuff about that Mother movie that I watched the Half in the Bag for recently. And that movie seems dumb.
Hideo Kojima probably likes that movie. I have a feeling he'd be into it.
Probably.
Because also I think he likes that director.
Yes. You know, let's just do the pickpocketing real quick and then go back to that because I'm upset. Now he's retweeting stuff about Stranger Things.
I was gonna say I am totally on the same. I'm in the same boat in that as that half in the bag thing where I had not seen Darren Aronofsky before.
And that was not what I was expecting.
I had I had assumed he was some weird highfalutin French man.
Yeah.
I pictured a classier David Cage. Like basically, I was thinking like thin, hip David Cage, and yeah, Cab Driver is kind of spot on.
Oh no. Oh no.
Also, I don't know why, but now I like his movies less. Now that I know it, like just knowing him, knowing that he is not some weird French guy.
I don't think I've seen any Darren Aronofsky movies.
Well, I also haven't, but I've kind of kept up with them because Black Swan looked cool.
The only thing I know about Black Swan is that there was an episode of the Days of Our Lives that did a parody of Black Swan for some reason.
Huh?
Yeah.
Like the soap opera?
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
It was weird.
Why not?
Given you can see that the guards are placed accordingly. We'll be safe enough during a procession.
Have soap operas gotten super meta since I stopped watching them with my mom?
I don't know. The only thing that's really funny is that there's a... I know I've mentioned this before, but there's a guy who looks like Snake Plissken on one of them.
I can only imagine how people would react seeing Crusader soldiers marching across their home.
Like eye patch and everything.
Yeah, I think I know the guy you're talking about, because, like, when I'm walking through the store buying stuff in the checkout line, there is sometimes just a magazine, like
Oh,
a
yeah,
soap
like-
opera magazine,
Yeah.
and occasionally it will just have a dude with a mullet and an eye patch glaring.
Stop
Yep.
trying to make it and do as you've been asked.
Though, also, those people who star in those soap operas have been starring in those soap operas since I was in elementary school,
Yep.
and that's kind of weird. Like, some of them literally seem to not age.
Oh no, these last two missions are going so poorly. Ah. Pardon me, excuse me, pardon me.
Seemed like you had some problems pickpocketing that guy.
Just
Now
a
these
few.
homeless people are shoving you and being mean.
Yeah. I thought I could get away with not, like, it just said if you're exposed, wait a few seconds. Or if you're, like, just wait a few seconds or hide. Oh, hi! What's it?
Oh, I bet this is gonna be good.
Where did Sword Priest go? Aw, shucks. That was amazing.
Dang.
That was the Sword Priest I was looking for.
Oh, that was good.
Could it be this man wearing a hoodie in the middle of summer in the Middle East? No.
Man with the cleanest white outfit in the city.
With a bunch of weapons? No.
And armor. Like, I feel like the armor is in a way more suspicious than the weapons.
I don't know, dude. Look at, like, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I feel like I have more somewhere. There have got to be more knives on my person.
I mean, that's just someone who takes self-defense very seriously, but armor implies that you were, like, looking for a fight. At least that's how I look at it. Like, weapons, it's like, sure, you don't want to be caught unawares in a dangerous situation. Armor implies to me that you are looking for, like, a stand-up brawl. Like, you need to be able to take some hits.
In no time. I have
Well, I guess it's the combo of armor plus weapons. Either one alone wouldn't be that bad.
valuable information with you when you get back.
I mean,
Like, I
granted,
would-
I'd be awfully suspicious if these days I saw somebody walking around wearing chainmail, but...
I mean, I wouldn't wear chainmail, but, like, you know, I would wear... If I lived in a worse area than, you know, rural Tennessee where the next person is, you know, 20 miles away,
Man, that sounds nice.
I'm exaggerating slightly.
Yeah, but it still sounds nice.
Yeah.
Because now I live in the city where there are neighbors everywhere and they're annoying.
Like, I would probably,
Oh no.
oh no, telephone.
I'll be right back.
Anyway, the follow-up of this. What? Was I would wear armor, I guess. I don't know. Why not? I enjoy not being injured. Thanks, guys.
No, please don't leave. Just a few coins, please. Please, sir, have any money?
Safety and peace, Master. Have you seen all the vile Templars in town? I have been ordered to kill as many as I can before the burial of your latest victim, Majd Udin. I am sure if it were your mission, it would be done in no time. I have learned much while looking for those Templars. I will share valuable information with you when you get back.
Just a little money, I beg of you.
Okay, I'm back.
Hello. We're
How
trying
goes
this
the
again.
pickpocketing/assassinating?
The assassinating didn't go very well, so we're trying this for a third time.
These people, like, why is this lady so into watching you at, like, point-blank range stab people?
Yeah. I mean, everybody's got to have a fetish.
Yeah. For some people, it's stabbing. For Matt Mercer, it's choking.
I need a little bit more explanation because you said that, and I. What happened? What did I miss?
Alright, so, basic thing. What was the last episode of Critical Role you watched? So you don't have to give me a number, but, like, what was the last thing they were doing, if you remember?
Love potion shenanigans.
Oh, let's see. Okay, that was the live show. Okay, so was that... Yeah, that would have been before the... Oh, there's... Okay, I'm trying to figure out where in the... Okay, so remember that dude Vecna they're trying to kill?
Yes.
Okay, so they fucked up and didn't kill him, like, multiple times.
Great.
Kind of ruined everything in,
Nice.
like, every way. Fucked up to the point where he's now got, like, a 200-foot tall... No, way bigger than 200 foot. He's, like, several miles tall Titan,
That's
like, stomping around with a city on his back. Like, literally an entire city on his back.
That's
Just, like, roaming the countryside, going to smash other cities.
that's large.
It's big. So they flew up that thing's ass to go fight him, and it's like a stealth mission where they had this ring that was all like, okay, as long as he can see everything in the world, but as long as you're within 60 feet of the person wearing that ring, can't see you. So the team is the only people that he can't see. So they went up in like 9 different times throughout the multiple episodes of climbing up this Titan. They almost split the party, only to remember at the last second that they can't split the party because everybody has to stay close to the ring that Vex is wearing.
Okay.
And in this last episode, they finally fucked up. Because they came up with this giant, elaborate plan for finding a sword that was buried under the ground up near the city by making her ethereal with this oil of ethereal whatever. And they realized immediately after they lathered her up with the oil and she vanished that she took the ring with her when she vanished. So now the whole plan was fucked and the stuff doesn't wear off for an hour. and they have no way to dispel it or anything. So she's got to wait an hour with no way to talk to or know what is happening to any of them, and they are now stranded on the back of the Titan, completely invisible range of Vecna's god powers. And Keyleth is like several, like a ways underground, like 100 feet down, looking for a sword underground in Earth Elemental form. So shit went real bad. Let's just say that.
Okay.
Long story short, they ended up plane shifting to the Feywild again as an emergency thing, and realized once they were there that, well, on top of that, they'd also blown like all of their spells getting there, and realized like the last thing they saw before they plane shifted was Delilah Briarwood riding an undead dragon
Oh,
with
that's bad.
Silas behind her.
Well, that's real bad.
Yeah, no, it was basically like, yeah, no, you guys are fucked, so they bailed. Because also they had not had a rest since they got to the Titan and, again, used up all their stuff. So, once they got to the Feywild, they realized that if the time shift goes wrong when they leave the Feywild, like, they could come back years after they left.
That'd be bad.
Like, the way it works is you roll the dice on the chart, and it's like, anything higher than a 13, time starts expanding, where it's like, oh, every day you spend now becomes a week, or every day you spend now becomes a month, or there's one that's every day you spend now becomes a year.
Well, that'd be real bad.
Any of those would be bad, because when they left, it was like a couple of hours away from smashing
really?
Vasselheim. So they decided that they were going to make a... Do you remember, what's his face? Oh god, these homeless jerks. You really got to find out what you did to these people.
Yeah, I do.
So, do you remember that little weird dude they met in the Feywild that one time named Garmelie?
Yeah, he's
Turned out to
great.
be like a super powerful Fey dude.
Yeah.
So they decided they were going to summon him and make a deal with him.
Oh, good. That works out so well every time.
Because they realized that he's super powerful, so he can manipulate when they go back when they plane shift out. So the plan is to spend basically an entire day resting and getting ready, and then teleport back with only an hour having passed, and then fuck up Vecna with a full day's of rest in an hour. Which isn't a terrible plan, but then they started getting into the terms, and for a while it looked like it was going in a creepy sex direction, because they explicitly summoned him with the promise of a good time. Due to Pike. Like, Pike, they were literally trying to think of how to summon him, and Pike just drew a dick on a sheet of paper that said, "Come to us for a good time." A little note that said, "By the way, it's Vox Machina." And then he immediately appeared behind them and was like, "Yo, what's up?" Yeah, it was great. So, they laid out what they needed, and he was like, "Okay, but we gotta make a deal." And he was like, "By the way, what's been up with you guys? You know, like, what adventures have you been having?" And Vax dropped the fact that the way he put it was, "I'm basically unkillable for a while." And when he said that, and then he was like, "Yo, what are the terms of the deal?" He's like, "Oh yeah, I can get you guys back in like an hour after you left. And you can spend however long you want here, I'll get you back in an hour," basically.
Yeah.
But the term of the deal was, there were two things. Oh, one was he wants them to install a door, once they get back to the material plane, to install a doorway so that he can go back and forth at will and go to their world and fuck around and do whatever he wants.
Okay.
Which is a bad move, but they decided, sure, because the getting rid of Vecna is more important.
Yeah.
Like, that's a problem for another day. The other part of the deal is that he wanted to strangle the life out of Vax. He wanted to choke him to death. And there's just... I need to find the clip. And I don't know if you want to stop assassinating for a second to watch this clip.
No.
Because it's not very long, but... I could say what the camera does, but it would not...
Yeah, okay. We're gonna take a moment here.
Just a short break.
Yep.
Move this over. Just that
Okay.
yeah, that whole thing was really good,
Yep.
and there were a lot of jokes afterwards about exactly how that ended up becoming part of the deal. I think it was just a bit where Matt's like, "Hey, like you mentioned that you couldn't die, and that just, that appealed to him." And Liam just goes, "Yeah, to him, Matt." Like somewhere near the end when they're packing up, Marisha just looks at him and goes, "I have to go home with you tonight." And he just goes, "I'm sorry." It was real good. I love that, like, Liam's reaction is just, like, staring and then slow head tilt. Like, what? Yeah, that whole thing was great. Like, there were a few episodes there where they were kind of like, nothing really happened, but this last episode made up for it.
Oh, man.
Also, if you just want to see those guys fuck up a plan real bad, like, this last episode was gold.
I do enjoy when they just screw up plans all the time. Remember when their big plan to fight, like, a beholder or something was, what if we just threw poop at it and then ran away? That was good times.
Actually, I don't remember that one.
That was super early.
Because I remember, was that the same one that they dropped the giant through his roof?
Yes.
Okay. Oh yeah, no, they did have the shit then, didn't they?
Yep.
Because they threw a bucket of shit on a mind flayer earlier in that arc.
That's what it was, not a beholder. Or because there was something that
Well,
involved...
mind flayer worked for a beholder.
Yeah.
It was all tied in.
There was totally something that involved their entire plan was Scanlan runs in the front door and throws poop on something, and then everybody else comes through the back and then goes, that sounded really wrong.
To be fair, most of their plans end up sounding that way. Also, I want to point out, before they even got the strangling Vax thing, like, most of the party was naked by that point.
Hot?
Because they did summon
Oh my God,
Garmelie
hobos.
explicitly for a good time.
Oh my god, hobos, please.
There are a lot of really good clips from that episode.
Also, I pickpocketed that man like... I pickpocketed a hobo and it counted as that man.
The game's not perfect.
No, this is 2007 as F. Excuse me.
So I just want to throw this out there as more incentive to eventually, catch up or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But, how much do you like Craven Edge?
A lot.
Okay.
He was pretty good when they were, Grog and Craven Edge buddy cops.
Yeah, you should catch back up. maybe.
Oh, good.
I'm not saying Craven Edge is back, but I will say that similar circumstances may or may not be currently going on.
Great.
And I think Grog is a vampire now. It's unclear. He may be a vampire. I'm not sure.
Makes sense.
He does have red eyes and is like paler and gaunt and seems to want blood a lot, but no one's sure exactly how far that goes.
Great.
It's probably fine.
Probably fine.
The whole discussion when that happens is great because everyone is just like, "Oh, that's bad, right?" And Grog's just like, "Nah, it's cool. Like this is probably okay."
He's like the dog on fire. This is fine.
Yeah. Like that, but like growing steadily more pale and with like bright red eyes. Also, since they are back in the Feywild, he's currently on the lookout for werewolves.
Makes
Because I
sense.
think he's trying to get himself turned into a werewolf by the end of the campaign.
He could be a werewolf vampire.
Yeah.
That'd be
Don't know
fun.
what happens in that case in D&D. There's probably a rule for it somewhere.
Give the scent of success about you, brother.
I've learned much about our enemy.
Are you looking up what happens if you get turned into a
Yes.
werewolf vampire?
Yes, I am.
Robert and his Templars walked the city. They've come to pay their respects to Majd.
Apparently, yes, it is totally
Attend his
possible.
funeral, which means so will I.
What is this that Templars would attend his funeral?
I have yet to divine their true intentions, though I'll have a confession in time. The citizens themselves are divided. Many call for
Also,
their
the
lives,
Zoom,
while others
the
insist
the clip thing reminded me of that one Sony press conference at
the others I've slain
Gamescom, I
possess much to me.
think, where they had the one guy, and then just all of a sudden dramatic zoom in because they like had the cameras unfocused and had to find the focus live.
At least, that's what Abu Alam told me.
Oh right, I remember that. From that, I remember that because Brad almost dies while watching it.
Yes.
Yeah, my mind also went to that after the dramatic critical role zoom.
Fortune favor your place, brother.
Malik, before I go, there's something I should say.
Be out with it.
I've been a fool.
It's weird, every week lately, they've been managing to make me think they're all, like, this is the full party wipe,
I never told
this is
you
when
I
it
was
happens,
sorry.
this is the end of the game,
I'm proud.
and they just barely managed to skirt out of it.
Lost Qadar. You had every
Like,
right
they've done that in the past, but they're really good at it lately.
Apology.
I understand.
I don't know if that says they're really good or really bad,
Whoop,
honestly.
camera.
Accept your apology because you are not the same man who went with
Will you
me.
stop
Guys.
talking so I can go stab this man,
No.
please?
He's got a lot to say.
He really does, and I can't.
Closing in
understand.
on the end game, he's got important things to talk about.
I don't know what he's talking about because there are no subtitles.
I'm just as much.
Yeah, why are there no subtitles?
I don't know.
We
That's
are
a
one.
terrible choice. Look at all this unused space at the bottom of the screen.
Yeah,
So too should we share the pain of our defeat.
Nothing's happening. Why isn't this a cutscene?
I don't know.
We gotta talk this much.
brother.
Rest if
I
you
don't
need
think
to
there have been cutscenes in this game. I think they've all been this like Half-Life 2 thing. where you
Yeah,
can-
maybe that's what they were going for.
Whoop.
They definitely didn't stick with that as the series went on.
Nope. That was probably for the best, though.
Yeah, because this is kind of bad.
Yeah.
Just let you spin in circles while the thing happens. While this guy talks at you.
Let's go stab this guy. I think after this, there's only like one more assassination target. And there are no more viewpoints or people to save. Where did the sword priest go? He was just here. Could he be in this giant conspicuous like box thing with loose curtains that are moving?
No one would ever hide in a box.
No one would do that.
Those things are like made just to hide in.
Yeah. Yeah, they are. Whoop. I'll just, there you go. Find it.
I wonder what those are. Like, if that is an actual architectural thing that they had back then and what they were used for.
That would be a question for someone more well versed in Middle Eastern architecture than me.
It would also be a question for the internet, but I can't think of how I would even put that in. Like, what would I search for?
Do not know.
Middle Eastern rooftop curtain thingies.
Yeah, that sounds right.
We gather here to mourn the loss of our beloved Majduddin. Taken too soon from this world.
Getting
I
a lot
know
of pictures of
you sorrow
bedrooms.
and pain at his passing, but you should not. For just as we are all brought forth from the womb, so too must we all one day pass from this world. It is only natural, like the rising and the setting of the sun. Take this moment to reflect on his life and
That guy kind of looks like the Black Knight from Monty Python.
know that
It
one
may be a
day
lady.
you will stand
I'm not
with him
entirely
again
sure.
in paradise.
I think it's a dude.
you know, this man was murdered.
Dramatic point.
We have tried to track his killer, but it has proved difficult. These creatures cling to the shadows.
Spotted some rabble rouse are wearing a hoodie while all the rest of us are wearing, you know, fancy dress robes.
Today, for seems one stands among us.
What's up with that?
He mocks us with his presence and must be made to pay. Seize him. Bring him forward.
Oh,
that
oh no.
God's justice might be
I think they
done.
spotted me. Oh, this is... That's no good. Oh god. I can't counter. Help. Oh no. Oh, please stop grabbing me and throwing me. Please stop shooting at me. I feel like there was something in one of those, like, sick tips that was like, don't fight all of this guy's men. I feel like I'm doing a bad job of that part.
Yeah, fighting them all is probably fine as long as you win.
Yeah, I'm not winning.
Okay, well, that's a problem.
Yeah,
See, he's got a lot of men.
he really does. Oh no. Oh, I died somehow.
This isn't working. Because I'm getting a lot of, like, modern stuff, and also apparently there's a thing where you literally, like, nail a curtain to your roof, like, indoors. And it looks kind of cool, but I have no idea what purpose it serves. It's probably an insulation thing, I guess.
Probably.
It looks cool, but it's not the weird rooftop box I was looking for. I have to go for drape instead of curtain. Oh, that's closer. Ooh. No.
Oh, oh god. This is going poorly.
Use throwing knives to deal with distant enemies.
It's not going as bad as this. Why is Spider-Man in these results? That doesn't make any sense.
Oh yeah, speaking of amusing comic book things related to Spider-Man, someone didn't know that Bamf was a comic book thing.
Oh, like Nightcrawler's teleportation noise?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the reason Spider-Man came up because the picture that I used to illustrate. No, this is a comic book thing. Was like Spider-Man going across New York, and then just Nightcrawler appeared in front of him, and Spider-Man's like, "Whoa!"
I see that picture now.
Yeah, it's like literally the first result.
I was
when
gonna
you
say,
type
because
in
I assumed it
Bamf.
would probably be the first result.
Remember to reach out for ledges should you fall.
This topic of conversation came up for no reason.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that also. Definitely no reason.
Yeah. I mean, why would it come up? That's silly. There's no reason for that.
I mean, Marvel doesn't even like have the X-Men movie
Yeah.
rights, so they don't really do anything with them.
Yeah. The X-Men are all dead.
Yep.
Pretty sure that's how that works. Just like the Fantastic Four.
Jesus, help. Oh god. This sucks. I don't even
Things
know.
seem to not be going great.
I don't even know if that's the guy I'm supposed to kill or not. Like the dude in the black.
See, now if this was Revelations, you'd have hand grenades or something to deal with this.
Yeah.
And if it was a different game, you'd have a gun.
Yeah, that'd be real good. I could go for a gun right about now. Oh god. Oh jeez. Oh, you can only Eagle Vision while you have full health. What?
What?
That's dumb.
That's silly.
Please stop grabbing me and throwing me.
That is a really silly restriction. Like, Eagle Vision isn't even any kind of useful power-up or anything, right?
Not in combat.
Yeah, so why would you... I shouldn't try to figure it out.
2007.
Yeah.
That guy's got, like, rushdown combos. That guy gave me a Rekka.
So is there a way to not fight these guys?
I don't know.
I feel like the guy shooting you with arrows is a problem.
Oh no. There are multiple guys shooting me with arrows.
Should you enter a
What if I did this?
Speaking of getting shot with a lot of arrows, I've been playing Divinity lately, and I'm realizing that I really should have put difficulty on that to an easier level. Because, like, as much as I normally play games just on the classic setting or whatever, like, that game's really rough sometimes.
I mean, the first one was also, like, really rough.
Well, the problem is, like, it was all fun in games until the enemies could also do the dumb teleporting thing.
Oh no.
Yeah,
That sounds bad.
it gets rough, because all the dumb stuff I was doing, now they can do, and it's like, oh, that's not cool. I'm supposed to be the guy who does that, not you. Like, you don't get to teleport my mage halfway across the map and then stab him with 5 guys. That's my job.
Now I've got this sick reverse hand knife for some reason. That was fun.
That seems cool. I don't know where you got it, but it seems cool.
I think it was like
I
my,
know you got it.
I was trying to switch to my sword. I think it was like I got in too close with the throwing knife, and that's like the throwing. Seems a little big for a throwing knife, but
It does. You get a big honking knife thrown at you super early on in Evil Within 2, and it becomes your melee weapon for the rest of the game, apparently.
is it called the agony throwing knife?
I don't think so. Also, I don't think it's called the Agony Crossbow anymore either. I
What?
think it was called the Warden Crossbow or something like that now.
I'm very upset about this.
I'm just upset that you still have a crossbow.
But make me mad. It's called the agony crossbow.
To be fair, at least it's not a normal bow. Because, man, that'd get old. Like, it has already. But still, like...
But
I like the concept, because any, like, Dead Space 2, my favorite gun was the Javelin gun, because you can nail stuff to walls with it, and that's fun.
make me mad. My counterpoint is still and will always be. It's called the agony crossbow.
Yeah, and that's terrible.
No, it's great.
It's the worst! Well, it's not the worst. Look, it's definitely not the worst thing in Evil Within.
Yeah.
Let's get that out of the way right up front, but... So yeah, this looks like a good way to fight, like, 7 dudes is trapped in a corner.
Yeah.
To be honest, it doesn't seem to be working out that badly.
It really doesn't. This is like the
This
most
seems
health.
fairly effective.
This is the most health I have had.
In fact, the further you get out of the corner, the worse you do. Oh, the fact that those guys can counter is a real...
I think it's just the Black Knight can counter. If I can time my counters better, that would also be helpful. Ah. Yep, it's, every time I get out of the corner, it's just bad times. Nope, don't grab me, jerk. Well,
Also, I think they're being shot in the back by their own people occasionally.
that'd be cool.
'Cause I saw a dude flinching from arrows a second ago.
to create a distraction.
I'm not sure if it actually does damage, but there were a lot of dead guys, so maybe it does. Do you have any kind of healing items?
Nope.
That seems like a Seems like a problem.
Yeah.
What other game was it where, for whatever reason, the first one didn't have any healing items? Or
The third Ninja Gaiden game doesn't have healing.
that's the
items.
one I'm thinking of.
The first two do.
Yeah, the first two did. The third one, not. That's what I was thinking.
Yaiba also.
Oh,
did
that knight
not.
just slashed that monk in the face. Ow! Dude. Did that random peasant just hit you with a sword? Wow, they really do not want you climbing that.
I don't understand what makes some counters fatal and some counters not. That's kind of irritating me.
Yeah, because fatal counters would be nice to have against a lot of these jerks.
Yeah.
Wow, maybe it's just depending on how much health they have left. Maybe some dudes are just weaker.
Oh, that guy did a counter on me and he wasn't the Black Knight. That's dumb. Also, for some reason, I have Black Knight 2000 music stuck in my head.
I mean, it's good music.
That's true.
I have the version of that that's mixed with Kanye West's Power stuck in my head now. That's a really good remix.
Alright, good job. We killed Sword Priest. Everybody take 5.
Refill your stock on return.
Everybody go get coffee.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's another dumb thing I saw. I really like the way they just started walking away.
Yeah.
There's another dumb thing I saw in Evil Within 2, because I was looking up stuff about that game earlier, is that now there are safe houses where you build stuff, and there's just a healing item at every safe house that is a coffee machine. And it restocks over time.
It's a damn fine cup of coffee.
Yeah. I'm still kind of thinking about getting Evil Within 2. Like, it looks kind of cool.
I like the aesthetics of its trailer with the weird...
Yeah, the weird wax stuff.
Yeah.
Like, the writing still doesn't seem great from what I saw, like, the playable bits. And, I think the main problem now is that Sebastian, like, never shuts up. He's got quips and lines about everything. And it's like, you could just stay silent here and not break the, like, horror mood. But no, throw out another one-liner, sure. And that's kind of annoying. But, like, the game part seems fine, and I like the enemy designs. I don't know, it seems kind of interesting, and I'm hoping it's better than the first one. It looks like it is. If nothing else, the story seems
I
interesting.
still have not played the first one.
I have not either. But, I mean, I watched the best friends play through it, and
I
that looked
also
like a
did.
fun time.
The DLC where you play as, what's her face?
Kidman.
Yeah, seemed neat.
Yeah.
This is not going well again.
Like, they seem to have better enemy designs this time around, for sure.
That's good.
Like, the normal enemies are still kind of weird monstery guys, but they have some cool things going on every now and then. But, like, the bigger bosses and stuff seem better. Like, there's this one called Obscura that just straight up looks like a Silent Hill boss. Because it's like a horrible,
There we
like,
go.
centaur lady figure bent backwards with, like one of those old-timey cameras for a head. Like, stretched
Oh, it was a lady.
backwards.
I was right.
Sorcery is this?
Oh. Go figure. How did you guess?
Because it looked like she had boobs.
Oh.
And,
I couldn't tell because armor.
and this is a 2007 game, so they are not subtle about it.
Ah.
First the treasure, then our men. Control of the Holy Land.
Dun, 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 throw the helmet off.
Then he saw an opportunity to reclaim what has been stolen, to turn your victories to our advantage.
Al-Muallim still holds your
All right.
treasure, and we've routed your army
The weird
before.
supernatural monologue is still the dumbest.
She'll fail again.
It does stick around for one more game. I'm sorry.
Speak sense.
Robert rides
Who thought this was good?
that Saracen and Crusader
I don't know, it's okay.
Is it?
That will never happen.
I mean, it's
In
not...
this game?
In this game, no. Okay, that's fair. I want to say they do some interesting things with it in like Assassin's Creed 2 or Brotherhood or in one of them where like you stab a guy and then they start doing his monologue and then he just gets up and punches you because he had like a metal plate.
Okay, see, that's funny.
You were not my target.
I could be
I don't know,
making
this
that
just
up,
seems
but
like
that
a-
sounds like a thing that I think happens.
But do
It
not.
seems like a weird, over-dramatic thing to do for this game.
We'll see.
But I guess this game was taking itself extremely seriously, so...
Oh, I guess that lady also didn't die. She just walked off.
You didn't stab her, so...
No, I did.
Wait, then how does the dumb monologue even work at that point? Because it's not even people you assassinate.
I stabbed her. I just unstabbed her and then she walked off.
Well, no, because you, like, just dropped down and, like, grabbed her by the neck. You didn't hidden blade her.
But it was my hidden blade hand, I thought.
Well, I mean, both... I mean,
Also, like,
you grabbed
the-
her with both hands.
The ending of the gameplay involved me diving down with hidden blade first and stabbing her.
No, see, that's the thing, is I thought you just ducked, like, you went to do the stabbing thing, but you just, like, grabbed her by the collar. Hence them cutting to the cutscene where you just grabbed her by the collar.
It's
Because everybody else was, like, bleeding profusely from the face when that happened.
It's fine.
Well, I mean, one of the people was bleeding profusely, and then the other one was fine, because weird spirit monologue. Except not even a spirit monologue, because apparently it doesn't even require the person to be stabbed.
Oh, this is going so good. Just
It's
tick
okay,
off-
just throw all these, oh god, they followed you.
Yeah.
They're still here.
Yep.
Well, you know, they're probably terrible. You can probably just go sit on a bench.
Well, yeah, but
Or hide in that curtain thingy. God, what are they called? I just want to know if those exist. My Google searching tells me they don't, but I feel like they must.
so
They
the
wouldn't just
prob-
make up a weird rooftop box curtain thing for no reason, would they?
Well, you know. So the problem with like just hiding in a bench or something is that if the little icon in the top left is red, that you just instantly pop out
Oh,
because
right.
they see you. They know where you're
So you gotta
hiding.
get far enough away.
You gotta get far enough away where it turns yellow, and then you can pop into a bench or something.
God, there's a lot of guards.
Like, oh no, I almost had it. Oh jeez.
If only you had smoke bombs.
If only I had smoke bombs or a gun,
Or disciples. You
Yeah.
could make a distraction.
or
Shoot these fools with arrows.
be
Brotherhood
like
was a good game.
be like Constantine and have 6 guns.
Hmm.
For
Not.
the joke,
remembering.
the joke there is that the guy who played Edward in Black Flag was the guy who played Constantine on the NBC Constantine show.
Okay. See, you said Constantine, and I immediately was thinking Constantine Braco from Alpha Protocol.
Oh no, yeah, he's just way into
Coke
yeah,
and razors.
and the 80s.
Yeah.
Don't see me, don't see me, don't see me. Thank you. Ow. Don't see me, don't see me, don't see me. Thank you.
And I'd be so down for an Alpha Protocol too.
Yeah. Obsidian is doing their thing where they give a bunch of interviews about just random stuff before they're about to announce something.
Yeah, I read
new
their
and
Alpha
big.
Protocol interview, and that's kind of what made me start thinking about it. It was just like, man, yeah, that game was rad.
That game is so good.
And apparently there was a version they had planned for that where you were going to be able to play as a lady Mike Thornton too, and that had to be scrapped because like that would have extended the voice acting budget by
A
like
lot.
gigantic amount. Which, yeah, no, I get that. Still would have been nice though.
Michelle Thornton.
Yeah. There need to be more cool lady super spies.
Damn it. Whatever.
That's why I like playing Mass Effect as Lady Shepard, besides the fact the voice acting is way
We're
better.
just gonna have. Let's me and you fight, buddy.
You're just gonna have to kill one guy.
Where'd he go? Get up here. I can't finish this mission until you
Oh, Jesus, your legs.
until you pathfind your way up here. Oh, there he is.
You have any projectiles?
Yeah. Anybody else? Anybody else? Oh, there he is. Oh, there's, and you brought a friend. Where did my sword go? There it is. There we go. Yeah, you let me go into my secret building in peace, buddy.
Was a trap.
I had heard the funeral turned to chaos. What happened?
Robert de Sable was never here. He sent another in his stead. He was expecting me.
You must go to Al Mualim.
There's no time. She told me where he's gone.
I like that you didn't even have to kill that second guy.
If I return to Masyaf,
Yeah.
he might succeed.
You just whacked him with a sword a few times and he knew what was up.
Here will be destroyed.
We have killed most of his men. He cannot hope to mount a proper attack. Wait, did you say she?
Yes, it was a woman. Strange, I know.
Alright, I'll be right
But
back.
that's for another time.
Great.
For now, we must focus on Robert. We may have thinned his ranks, but the man is clever. He goes to plead his case to Richard and Salah ad-Din, to unite them against the common enemy. Against us.
Surely you're mistaken. This makes no sense. These two men would never.
Oh, but they would. And we have ourselves to blame. The men I've killed, men on both sides of the conflict, men important to both leaders. Robert's plan may be ambitious, but it makes sense. And it could work.
Look, brother. Things have changed. You must return to Masyaf. We cannot act without our master's permission. It could compromise the Brotherhood. I thought you had learned this.
Stop hiding
Oh
behind
boy,
words.
they just keep talking,
Wield
don't
the
they?
creed and its tenets like some shield. He's keeping things from us. Important things. You were the one told me we could never know anything, only suspect. Well, I suspect this business with the Templars goes deeper. When I'm done with Robert, I will ride for Masyaf that we may have answers. But perhaps you could go now.
I cannot leave the city.
Then walk amongst its people. Seek out those who served the ones I slew. Learn what you can. You call yourself perceptive. Perhaps you'll see something I could not.
I don't know. I must think on this.
Do
Still
as you
going.
must, my friend. But it's time I ride for Arsuf. Every moment I delay, our enemy gets one step ahead of me.
Be careful, brother.
I will be. I promise.
Oh, there it goes. Oh. Robert was never at the funeral. It was a trick. Just gonna go that way because that's shorter. Whoop, sorry, man. Just kick that fat guy right in the face. Do I have to go to the specific one?
When you are exposed, use sharp turns or climb over buildings to break your pursuer's line of sight.
Oh no, I went the right way. Hooray. Excuse me, pardon me, excuse me. Oh, lighting glitches.
And I'm back.
Hey!
What's the mission?
Turns out that guy's ulterior motives were, I don't want to die, so I'm not even at the funeral.
Uh-huh.
So now we have to go to this other location and find him, I guess.
So this is supposed to be the last guy, right?
No, this is the second to last guy.
Okay. I thought that lady was the last one.
No, the lady
Well, I
was dressed up as the second to last one, so we thought that was the second to last one. But then,
Okay.
surprise, the lady's
A lady.
a lady and not the king of the Britons.
Man, that'd be a surprise.
To be honest, I'm still not 100% sure about like the historical plot part of this game because there are no subtitles and I can't hear what they're saying.
And you can just infer.
Yeah, it's the Crusades. Sword Priest is very upset at the Templars coming in and crusading against his religion of sword priesthood.
Checks out.
Sword Priest is like, well, fuck you guys. I'm gonna stab you because I'm a sword priest.
Yeah, that's
And there
what
we
they do.
go. That's the summary of the Crusades.
Yeah.
You should play in like French or something.
Play every game in their actual language.
I always laugh when someone's speedrunning a game and the fastest language isn't Japanese. It's like Spanish or something.
Are there games with the language that makes a difference like that?
Yep. Like the HD remaster of Wind Waker, I think it's like. And I don't remember the reason at all.
It's probably just like shorter lines of dialogue or something.
That's usually the reason.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me, I gotta crash your gate here. Excuse me. Sword Priest coming through.
Text has less characters than it's almost always Japanese, because, you know, Japanese.
Pretty soon with, you know, the influx of Chinese games, or Chinese translations for games, I imagine Chinese will quickly become the quickest.
Everyone's going to be speedrunning the Galactic Penguin game.
Man, that game sure existed.
On the ice without falling down and die.
Very important. Oh, we're getting there. Long horse ride.
Use throwing knives.
Sorry for not being caught up here, but so are you doing story stuff? Are you knocking out side quests?
This is story stuff. So the guy we were supposed to kill was supposed to be at a funeral, and I stabbed him, and then it turned out it was a lady. And I was like, whoa! You're not the guy I'm supposed to stab? And
Sorry, lady. Just let me unstab you now.
That's
He
kind
did?
of... Yeah, I kind of did.
Okay, then.
Like, he did the assassination, drop down on the knees, and go for the throat thing. But then they had the weird, like, spirit conversation that happens in these games whenever you assassinate somebody. And he, like, angrily pulled off the helmet, and it turned out it was a lady. And then she just walked off like she was fine. After
Okay,
they had
then.
the
She,
conversation.
she walked out of the spirit realm. It was just like... I'm out.
He's gone. So yeah, we're not really sure exactly what happened there, but she seems fine. She didn't seem to die.
Man, whenever I see the saving logo for this game now, all I can think of is, hold on, we're still processing your credit card. Ruined those chips for me.
I got switched from a swipe card to a strip or like a chip card recently. It's actually really annoying. Seems like everything in this town just like can't read them properly. You always end up having to retry 3 or 4 times to make it work.
Yeah, that can happen. And they used to be a lot slower. Now they're a bit better. But it used to be like wait for 20 seconds for the damn thing to authorize, even when it did work.
20 seconds would be way too much, but it's usually pretty quick once it actually works. It's just like, it seems like any slight hand movement is enough to trigger the thing that's like, oh, didn't get it, put your card in again. And for whatever reason, everything is set up so that you insert the card from like the bottom and it's angled down, so if you let go, it will just slip out. It's like, that shouldn't happen. You always have to hold it in place.
Oh, interesting. It sounds like you have the opposite problem I have, because like some of the readers in my area are like way too tight. They mash the card up pretty bad.
Yeah, here they're too loose, so it's like if you put the card in, you have to hold it with your hand to support it, because otherwise it'll end up on the ground. So you just have to hold it in place, but if you like have to shift your weight or anything, then it will go like, hey, the card moved, we didn't get it, try again. And that's annoying.
Whoop, that guy.
If it messes up like 4 times in a row, then the machine will usually just go, hey, you can swipe it now.
Yeah.
So that's nice, but you know, we shouldn't have to mess up 4 times in a row for that to happen. It still usually doesn't mess up that much. Usually it's only once per transaction that it will be like, hey, that's weird, don't do that. Could be a lot worse, I guess.
The Animus.
The Animus is foggy. And there are a lot of dudes here in it.
Yeah, you gotta keep holding your card in the Animus or it'll desync.
Your ancestors will be just so upset at you. Oh!
Yeah,
That is a lot of people coming out of the air.
yeah, it was.
Sorry, I interrupted you with my exclamation.
Yeah, that's okay. Like the Animus is like your grandparents having all these expectations of you times 1,000.
How do you guys feel about this X button? Are you okay with it? Because I mean, like, it seems to be just messing you up. Like, it's a Dynasty Warriors game up in here. Just check out this X button.
Would you say that X gun give it to you?
I would.
X does seem to be the button that gives it.
It's going to
So if this was
deliver it
Dynasty
to you.
Warriors, these guys would die way easier.
Speaking of Dynasty Warriors, I just want to take a moment to say that Fire Emblem Heroes has done a hilariously stupid thing to tie into Fire Emblem Warriors, where they have maps inspired by Fire Emblem Warriors, quote unquote. And what that means is that it's a tactics game, but it's got like 30 people on the map.
That's bad.
It's weird. Excuse me, hello. The other part
like
is
30 bosses or like
no,
30 trash mobs?
Just like one boss and 30 trash mobs.
So they turned it into a Super Robot Wars game.
Yeah, basically. The other part of it is that there are only like 7 of them on screen at a time. They just call in for reinforcements constantly.
So yeah, definitely a Super Robot Wars game.
Which also just means that if you're quick enough and way too over-leveled, you can go in and if you can like position yourself just right, you can beat them on like the second reinforcement wave, and then the rest of them don't show up. Which is nice. Because those maps are crazy long otherwise. Much like
I noticed
Dynasty
you're being
Warriors.
a lot less stealthy than usual.
It's fine. Sword Priest is very upset that he almost stabbed a lady, because that's against the Sword Priest religion.
Uh-huh.
Wait, is it?
I
Oh, right, we're making this up as we go along.
We're making this up as we go along, because I don't know what's happening.
Forgot about the lack of subtitles rendering us actually incapable of understanding the plot. I mean, we could look it up or something, but what's the fun in that?
Yeah, I like my plot better, because it involves the ancient religion of sword priests. Oh, that's a lot of dudes. Am I gonna have to stab all of these dudes?
Yes.
Please say no.
I would say a majority of them.
That looks like the guy I'm supposed to stab. That guy kind of looks like a professor I had in college.
Good professor or bad professor?
Good.
Okay, well, that's gonna make this unfortunate then.
Yeah. He's one of the
Higher grade.
people. He was the guy who had worked on XCOM Enemy Unknown and Civ 5 and I think Civ 6 actually.
Oh.
Robert de Sable.
My lieutenant.
He aims to betray.
That's not the way he tells
All
it.
these 30 guys.
He seeks revenge against your people for the havoc you've wrought in Acre. And I am inclined to support him. Some of my best men were murdered by some of yours.
It was I who killed them, and for good reason. Hear me out. William of Montferrat. He sought to use his soldiers to take Acre by force. Gagne de
Oh,
Naplouse.
no, they're given
His
away.
skills to indoctrinate
They're
and
just-
control any who resisted.
We're just having a nice circle.
He intended to block the ports, preventing your kingdom from providing aid.
I'm just
They
gonna
betrayed
twirl.
you, and they took their orders from Robert.
You expect me to believe this outlandish tale?
You knew these men better than I. Are you truly surprised to learn of their ill intentions?
Is this true?
My liege,
Oh, that guy's
it is
head.
the assassin that stands before us. These creatures are masters of manipulation. Of course it isn't true.
I've no reason to deceive.
Oh, but you do. You're afraid of what will happen to your little fortress.
After seeing Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite lately, this Crusades thing just makes me think about Arthur. Like how he would look in this game.
Myself were there to be peace. So be
I
it.
think that's him over there.
This is a strange place we find ourselves in. Each of you accusing the other.
There really is no time for this.
I like to imagine the height isn't a stylistic thing, and that's actually how tall he was.
The longer
He's just
we
an
wait,
incredibly
the
short
harder
knight.
this will become.
Well, I mean, if you believe Infinite, that's basically... Oh, well, no, I guess... If you believe Infinite, all you know is that's what he actually looks like. You don't know if that's what the rest of the characters in his universe look
Cannot
like.
take alone. I must leave it in the
Well,
hands
he seems comparable height to the rest of the people in his universe, but I think it's just like...
of Robert.
Yeah, you have a point.
I could make a really mean joke here, but I'm gonna refrain.
Let this be decided by combat.
You can relate to, you know, wanting a short character. Hey.
Yeah. See, I was just gonna joke that he's basically like a
It is.
Crusades version of Pat.
So be it.
You know you're not wrong. Oh boy, everyone's drawing their swords. Oh boy.
See, this seems like a... Why are you standing in the middle of a giant thing of knights, by the way? That seems like a bad place for an assassin to be.
I don't know. We were having
feel like maybe...
we were having a nice conversation.
I feel like maybe you're stealthing
I
it
go?
wrong somewhere. Maybe they're gonna make this an honor... Oh no, that's everybody.
Oh, I can hit him. Oh, but I
You
can't.
should do that. Oh wait, you can't?
I hit him through the invisible plot wall.
Ah.
And by invisible, I mean quite visible plot wall. That was funny.
Guess you do gotta fight those 30 guys. Well, 30 minus the few who walked away.
Well, hopefully this is easier than those dudes in the town square, because they were dicks.
Yep. Lady Knight was no joke.
Yeah, but luckily she's not here.
Yeah.
Oh, yep, there you go. You're right now.
I can't access the memory, but my sword can.
If you kill him through the wall and sequence break the game, that'd be amazing.
I was gonna say it would be great if you glitched through the wall and did it, and the Animus crashed because you, you know, you accessed outside the application's memory area.
So my Xbox One just catches fire.
And Xbox One, are you ready for Fusion Frenzy?
Have they announced anything else other than Fusion Frenzy and Crimson Skies for the Xbox backwards
That's a
compatibility?
good question. That's a damn good question to which I do not know the answer.
Because I have Crimson Skies. I don't have Fusion Frenzy,
Others
but...
you have rescued to pass unnoticed.
I know it'd be so hard to acquire.
Oh yeah.
Which I suppose doesn't make a difference because you need it for the backwards compatibility unless they're selling it digital.
I would imagine they would sell it digitally like the 360 stuff. I would be legitimately surprised if they weren't. But then again, like, Microsoft has made weirder decisions in the past, so...
Yeah, they haven't announced games. On their website, all they're saying is it's coming fall 2017.
Well, I mean, it's now fall, so...
Any minute now.
Yep. Any minute now, I'll just be able to pop that Crimson Skies disc into my Xbox One.
Between now and December.
This is going way worse than the first time. Yeah, there I went.
Is there any corner you can wedge yourself into?
I mean, the time I won that fight, I didn't put myself in the corner.
Yeah.
Oops. Although now I've put myself in a corner.
Don't put baby in a corner.
That guy bounced off of nothing. That was funny. Like he put his
Probably
hands.
just another plot wall.
Yeah, but that one was legitimately invisible.
You can't see it because you're not reliving his memories.
That's true. He remembers a
And the
wall
Animus
there.
isn't. The Animus as an MMO would be weird.
That's that may be the plot of the I want to say the I think that's the plot of Liberation, but don't quote me on that. Also, I saw a copy of Liberation HD, but it was like $25, and it was part of a pack that also had a 3 and Black Flag, and I was like, but I already have those.
The Animus would make a weird MMO because you would have to take historically accurate actions.
It'd get real awkward for basically like
Well, I mean,
most people.
Like, because they bring it up in Black Flag, where they are very deliberately tweaking actual history to make an entertaining video game.
Yeah, because there they can break the stuff because they're setting up the program. But they're like using the memories as a base, but then making the game out of it, right?
Yes.
Like they're not actually using the memories themselves. They're making a game, or are they? Are they using the Animus itself to make the game?
Yes. So, like,
Okay.
the thing is, we'll get there when we get there, because man, I
Okay.
really want Black Flag again. But the
Oh god,
basic,
I hate myself because I was about to make a Sword Art Online comparison.
but like the basic gist of Black Flag is that you are.
When you make the
part-
comparisons, you got to make.
Yeah, basically in that one, once they beat the Sword Art Online game, a ton of other MMOs that are based on Sword Art code come up.
The plot of that is that you're like a a QA tester or something who's going through the actual memories to try and like designate what would be good for a video game.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of incredible.
Backwards compatible titles for Xbox One now. Got that hot Sonic the Fighters action.
Yeah.
Gotta get your daily dose of Beam the Dynamite.
I mean, he's in Sonic Mania. That was so crazy.
But is he going to be in Sonic Forces?
I mean, if he's not, you can make him.
Yeah. My original,
Maybe.
My original, the character is Beam the Dynamite.
To be fair, though, I mean, everything I've seen makes it look like you have to make a kind of foxish character as yours.
I saw one that was like more of a cat.
Okay, so, or a cat or something. Feline seeming anyway. I don't know if you have free animal choice.
I think there was one that was kind of rabbity in one of the trailers, but it was hard to tell. Because one of the trailers, it straight up looked like somebody was playing as like the rabbit girl from like Saturday AM Sonic.
Bunny Rabbit.
Like, I think they even had, I think she even had like a robot arm, but I haven't seen that trailer in a while. It was hard to tell at the time, so I don't want to make any wild
showing
claims.
up full customization, or maybe she's just straight up in the game.
Well, I will say, like, I don't know why. Maybe I just blocked it out of sight every time I saw the other trailers. Is this latest trailer they released the first time that Silver has shown up?
Because I know it was a quote-unquote reveal when it leaked that there's a Shadow campaign as DLC, yeah.
I just was not expecting Sonic 06 to still be canon in this.
I mean, it's in Sonic Generations.
And I think Silver was also in, like, one of those fightery games on PSP or something.
He was in Sonic Rivals.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of.
You know nothing of schemes. You're but a puppet.
Being they still like Silver.
I mean, Silver's okay. It's just the game he's in that's terrible.
Not at all.
And his voice acting is kind of...
Yeah. He's got the best theme song out of the three in Sonic 06.
Not 9, but 10.
A 10? None may
By virtue of being not the worst.
Oh, but you know him well. And I doubt very
Like
much
Zebra
you
Head.
life as willingly as you've taken mine.
MX versus ATV Remix! I'm sorry, Reflex.
He is not a Templar.
Oh yeah, that was backwards compatibility. I have that because it was free.
Where to find us, how many we number, what we aspire to attain.
He is the master of the assassins.
That game's
Wait,
weird.
is that real ass Altered Beast, or is that some sort of remake? Let's check.
I think it's real ass Altered Beast.
Real ass Altered Beast.
Only you remain.
You, Sword Priest, you were the one who killed me. I can't believe it.
I have no interest in the treasure.
But he does. The only difference between
I'm the hungerer of knowledge. What?
That's title.
that I, your greatest enemy, kept you safe from harm. But now you've taken my life, and in the process, ended your own.
Well fought, assassin. It seems God favors your cause this day.
God had nothing to do with it. I was the better fighter.
Ah, you may not believe in him, but it seems he believes in you. Before you go, I have a question.
Ask it then.
Why?
Yep, there's that achievement.
Risk your life 1,000
That guy's
times
arm just popped
or
into
to
frame
kill
for
a
no
single
reason.
man.
He threatened my brothers and what we stand for.
Ah,
At least you didn't have random citizens walking through your dream sequence.
Vengeance. Justice. That there might be peace.
this is what you fight for? Peace? Do you see the contradiction?
Some men cannot be reasoned with.
Like that madman, Saladin.
I think he'd like to see an end to this war as much as you.
So I've heard, but never seen.
Even if he doesn't say it, it's what the people want. Saracen and Crusader alike.
The people know not what they want. It's why they turn to men like us.
Then it falls to men like you to do what is right.
Nonsense. We come into the world kicking and screaming, violent and unstable. It is what we are. We cannot help ourselves.
No. We are what we choose to be.
Why am I not stabbing this man?
Always playing with words.
I speak the truth. There's no trick to
Seems
be
like the
found.
type of man who needs his stabbing.
But I fear you cannot have.
He could be saying like, "Oh, I understand you, sword priest. You're totally okay," but like, I don't know.
My men and I must attend to them.
To convert to sword priestism.
Having seen how
That's he
vulnerable
could be doing that, but
he
like,
will
Yeah.
consider his actions. Yes. In time, what you seek may be possible.
You were no more secure than him. Do not forget that. The men you left behind to rule in your stead did not intend to serve you for longer than they have.
Yes. Yes. I am well aware.
Then I'll take my leave. My master and I have much to discuss. It seems that even he is not without fault.
He is only human, as are we all. You as well.
Safety and peace be upon you.
yeah, I did it.
Good job.
There's only one more thing to go.
So that guy is tall.
Yeah.
Altair is short.
Well, I think he's like on a hill or something. Like he was a little.
There's kind
up
of a
the
hill.
Yeah.
Alternately, I want the camera to prove panned back, and he's standing on top of one of the dead knights.
Oh no.
Seems you're a
So that little bit of extra added height.
What? How'd you do it, Desmond? Hey, look, I don't know what you're talking about, but whatever's going on down there has got nothing to do with
This never occurred to me before, but the sub-weapon Toxic Mist in Splatoon 2, it just reminds me of wrestling now.
What's the situation down there?
Everyone's spraying the mist.
Can you contain it?
So I like that during the whole conversation with that guy, there was a horse peeking over the rocks in the background.
I was there.
Yeah, his head was just sticking up, like looking over the. You could just see his eyes,
I did not notice that.
just kind of hanging out.
Me, I'm just a horse.
Also, wait, that was a cutscene.
Oh well,
Those things are totally cutscenes.
well, no, it was a
They're not all just the weird Half-Life stuff.
because it was a you could hit like one of the triggers and it would turn into a cutscene, but like I bet if I had not hit that, I could have walked around.
Oh, okay.
Dunno, Doc. We're freaking out a minute ago. The little research facility not as secure as you thought it was? Worried they'll be back with more?
I don't think so, Desmond.
What Lucy here is trying to say is that there aren't any assassins left to come for you. We've been very busy this past year, hunting down your little enclaves, your desert communes and whatnot. I'm afraid you're on your own. Rest up, Mr. Miles. Tomorrow, we finish this.
Well, that was dramatic.
Get up.
Even earlier than usual, Doc.
I'd like to get this over with as quickly as possible.
If you say so.
Don't be so glum, Mr. Miles. Today is a historic day, one that will be remembered for years to come. Remembered by some of us, anyway.
Alright, it's the last memory thing.
Getting a bit robot-y on my end. I'm not sure if it's just me though.
Yeah, there's a little
Nope,
cut out
it's
there.
just me, or it is me, because I dropped a lot of frames there apparently. Oops.
Ready to get to work, Desmond?
TFB is the Terminator.
Yep. Whoop. What?
When you are exposed, tackle people who are in your way to maintain momentum.
I'll be
And
back.
utilize your sprint ability when the path is clear.
I see pictures of bodybuilder TFP now.
You
Same
saw
size
me.
head, though.
You don't want to see pictures of bodybuilder me.
Was it the Templars? Did they attack again?
I want to see pictures of bodybuilder you.
What path? What are you talking about?
For the light.
Speak sense.
I'm not a bodybuilder.
What the master shows us. This
Oh, I'm dropping frames again. Oh no.
You lost your mind.
you
Which reminds me, that's an excellent part of the Final Fantasy VI localization.
saw the master
Strayed too
command.
far from his gym.
It was Al Mualim, wasn't it? What's he done to you?
See, check out this sick cutscene where I can just
Master
dance
force has
around.
led us to the light.
It was at a hilarious angle.
Only speak, master, and show us the path. Only speak, master.
Why is everything like resistance color up in here? Or Gears of War, perhaps?
Maybe it's a depressing memory.
2000s game.
It's so brown, it looks so real.
Yeah, the one thing it's missing is Unreal Engine.
Yeah, really. Then everything could look just like a little bit sweaty.
And have a lot of pop-in for textures or whatever the problem with them was.
Yep. That was very much an Unreal thing. Oh. I don't know if they're still like talking at me or if I can move on or not. Oh no, why are the assassins attacking me? But I'm an assassin.
Have you been betrayed?
I feel like I may have been betrayed.
The assassins were the Templars all along.
I feel like that's the plot a few games from now.
No, they never really do that.
Oh.
Spoilers. Whoop.
Man, remember killing people with knives?
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed doesn't.
No, you gotta have these sick swashbuckling fights, you know?
Hey, he could switch to a knife. It's
Yeah.
just not the same.
Nope, that's my fist, not a knife. Switch to a knife.
Yeah, I suppose you wouldn't be a sword priest if you did that.
Yeah. Well, he could be a short sword priest.
Oh god, did I just
A
die?
reformed sword
Oh, no.
priest. Ow.
I should not have tried to switch to a knife. I should not have tried to become knife priest.
When you commence
I give bad advice.
Yeah.
Scimitar priest is where it's at.
Oh man. Gotta do this again. Can we just skip this and get to the part where you fight me? Okay, you can. Great. Gonna stab these guys. Please stop stabbing me. Thank you. Hooray! Oh no! More assassins. Oh, good heavens. This is a lot of assassins that have come to kill me.
Honestly, considering all the favors you've done for these guys, bunch of dicks.
Yeah.
You went and caught all those flags and pickpocketed all those people.
I punched all those people and then stabbed them.
You put in, like, literally all of the work.
Yeah, and they're like...
None of these guys went and pickpocketed any of those guys for you.
Nope. Oh, wait, why did they all die?
Magic? Alternately, they just gave up.
You picked a fine time to arrive.
What up?
Guard yourself well, friend.
Can I just,
has betrayed
can I
us.
just get past you
Betrayed his Templar allies
to
as
the
well.
end of the game?
How do you know?
It's gotta be so...
After we spoke, I returned to the
I
room
feel
of
like
the
I
East
said we were
Summer's
getting
Temple.
close, and I'm now worried that we're
Prepared
not
to accept
actually
the
getting
journey.
close.
Filled its pages with revelations. What I read there broke my heart.
I mean, you're probably pretty close considering you have now killed the assassins, right?
Right, Altair.
Yeah.
All along our master had
Like, that's gotta be a late game thing of, oh
could
shit,
not
betrayal.
must save the Holy Land, but
Or
deliver
at least you'd think it would be.
He must be stopped.
Be careful, Malik. What he's done to the others, he'll do to us. Given
Statistically speaking, I'm pretty sure most betrayals happen at
What
the end
would
of the
you
game.
propose? My blade arm is still strong and my men remain my own.
Okay, yeah, apparently I am in fact
Distract these thralls.
quite close.
Assault the fortress from behind. If you can draw their attention away from me, I might reach Al-Mu'allim.
I will do as you ask, Dai.
The men
Well, apparently these guys are my
their minds
friends.
are not their own. If you can avoid killing them,
I don't know
The
who they-
non-dickbag assassins.
I
he
guess.
has betrayed the tenets of the creed. It does not mean we must as well. I'll do what I can.
it's all I ask. Safety and peace, my friend.
Your presence here will deliver us both.
Later. Oh, that's a lot of... That is a lot of dudes. I'm just hanging out.
There are so many innocents.
Excuse
I must be
me.
careful
Pardon
not to
me.
harm them.
Pardon me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Oh god. Gotta go.
No! What's
Whoop.
happening?
That's probably bad. Oh hey, it's a cutscene. It's like an actual cutscene this time.
So, the student returns.
I've never been one to run.
Never been one to listen either.
I still live because of it.
Oh, the Z fighting. The Z fighting is real.
Let me go.
Oh, Altair.
Are people charging up?
Hatred in your voice.
Not that kind of Z fighting.
That would be unwise.
Why are you doing this?
I don't know, you're doing a lot of glowing.
Yeah, I am.
That nothing is true.
He's
Oh
got...
shit, magic.
Yeah!
Permitted.
Space magic.
Come. Destroy the betrayer. Send him from this world.
Oh man, that fence in the background is freaking out.
Oh my god, this is every boss.
I glance back at the
Was it a
screen and
boss
that
rush?
has the whole
Yep.
holy hand grenade all of a sudden.
Well, how many bosses were there?
10...
Just the main assassination dudes, right?
Yeah. I think 10.
Yeah, just Mega Man your way through these guys.
Yeah, but this is like, I don't think Mega Man ever had to fight all the bosses at once, except for that
Oh,
one.
it's simultaneous.
Yeah, there was that Met Bub Now man.
Huh?
There was a ROM hack where they put all the Mega Man 2 bosses in one room. And it
That sounds amazing.
It was called like Met Bub Wow Crash something.
It sounds amazing, but also I just picture you throwing the metal blade and like 4 of them die instantly.
Yes, that. After this is done,
Metal Blade was so good.
I will go find that video because it's like one of the first ones I favorited on YouTube ever. Oh no! The first boss may have okay, no. Oh god, the first boss killed me.
Oh no. I mean, on the plus side, you killed, like, a lot of them.
Yeah.
That didn't seem too bad. They die easy for bosses.
Yeah. It seems like just countering them is effective.
Oh, that's how he killed you. I was gonna ask, you still got a lot of health left. How did you die? And then that. That is how you died. You got stabbed repeatedly.
I did.
I like that one dude over there was just gonna punch you, though.
Yeah, well.
He's been summoned back with magic for a second chance of his assassin. He's decided he's gonna punch you in the face.
It's the Serve boss fight. Can't believe Serve was around in the Crusades.
I can.
Oh my god,
It explains a lot.
Is the first boss going to kill me again?
I mean...
Okay, no. It's a different boss.
I was gonna say, realistically, it's been a long time since you fought him. He's had the most time for you to unlearn his moves. You just don't remember his patterns anymore.
Oh, there we go. I killed the first boss again. Hooray.
Good, he's a problem. So is nobody else in your whole assassin order going to be like, hey, our boss is using magic to kill our buddy? Maybe we should do something about that?
I don't know. They were all like just chilling outside, standing there creepily.
Oh, it's probably mind control or something.
Yeah. Yeah, beat all the bosses.
Yeah, that makes sense. Assassin's Creed's all about weird mind control stuff.
Yep.
I have stood before 1,000 men, all of them superior to you, and all of them dead by my hand. I am not afraid.
Prove it.
What could I possibly fear? Look at the power I command.
Oh god, why is there like 12 of that man? That's not great.
Just stab him a bunch. He can paralyze you, why doesn't he just stab you? He's got a sword in his hand.
Yeah.
Use the thing to hold you still and then stick you.
Dude, don't worry about it, it's fine.
Fine.
Oh god. Also, apparently the reason is because this would just be way more fun, because it is equally as effective. Oh no. Oh god. Okay, he got me. Oh no, he didn't. I'm still alive. Oh, now I'm dead.
Hopefully you get to restart from this fight.
That'd be nice.
What are the odds on that actually happening?
Oh, it did happen.
Okay, good. I wasn't sure how this game was with checkpointing.
I also was not sure. 'Cause I haven't actually died that much except for that that one fight. Cut to mini shot. Cut to all the times I have died.
The Assassin's Creed 1 death supercut.
Yep.
It would not be as funny as the getting shot off of high walls supercut.
That's true.
Although, granted, sometimes those would be the same thing.
Yeah. Actually, I don't know if any time I ever got shot off. Oh no, yeah, there was that one time.
I'm gonna say it has been at least once. I think it happened once just from you like walking off of something, but I could be wrong.
There was a time I tried to make a jump, but I was like just off enough that I ended up going wildly off where I was hoping to go. Damn it. Oh god. Oh jeez.
He's a real jerk.
He really is. For being like an old guy, he is awfully strong.
Well, he's also got magic.
Well, yeah. Oh. Oh. Okay. Sure.
Have you any final words?
You lied to me. Called Robert's goal foul when all along it was yours as well.
I've never been much good at sharing.
You won't succeed. Others will find the strength to stand against you.
And this is why, so long as men maintain free will, there can be no peace.
I killed the last man who spoke as such.
Bold words, boy. But just words.
Then let me go. I'll put words into action. Tell me, Master, why did you not make me like the other assassins? Why allow me to retain my mind?
Who you are and what you do are twined too tight together. To rob you of one would have deprived me of the other. And those Templars had to die.
For the record, I'm also taking this opportunity to scroll through my favorites to try to find the Met Bubnings whatever
Like the others. You saw
video.
through the illusion.
Illusion?
That's all it's ever done. This Templar treasure, this piece of Eden, this word of God. Do you understand now? Red Sea was never parted. Water never turned to wine. It was not the machination.
Oh! Oh no! That was a good time for that to happen. Hold on, let me reconnect my Xbox 360 controller.
Oh.
My batteries died. As you were.
Spawned the Trojan War, but this illusions, all of them.
What you plan is no less an illusion.
Gotten back to the point where I played Alan Wake, apparently.
Is it any less real than the phantoms the Saracens and Crusaders follow now? Those craven gods who retreat from this world that men might slaughter one another in their names? They live amongst an illusion already. I'm simply giving them another. One that demands less blood.
At least they choose these phantoms.
Or do they? Aside from the occasional convert or heretic?
It isn't right.
Portal 2.
And now logic has left you. In its place, you embrace emotion. I am disappointed.
What's to be done then?
You will not follow me, and I cannot compel you.
And you refuse to give up this evil scheme.
It seems then we are at an impasse.
No, we are at an end.
I will miss you, Altair. You were my very best student.
Having the sick one-on-one fight with the old guy, I guess.
I mean, now that you beat 12 of them, one of them can definitely take you.
Oh yeah. Well, what?
Blind is all you've ever been. All you'll ever be.
I think I did it. I think I
Did
beat.
you get him?
Maybe.
Did you kill that old man?
Potentially.
What a hero.
Oh wait, no, he's over there.
So, go team.
Hold on, I gotta go stab that man.
Probably stab him.
My blade
That was weird.
It cuts to the darkness.
Oh, I'll probably have to go find him again. Oh, there he is. Come here, old man. I'm gonna get you.
Guess he was trying to use his apple to jack up your stuff.
Something, I
He
guess.
was holding it and the screen was going all weird, so
Yeah.
I'm guessing
Oh, there he
it's
is.
messing up the animus.
It's rude. Don't do that.
Can you just like throwing knife this dude in the face?
I don't know. Maybe. Where's the fun in that? Oh, that's a wall.
I mean, throwing knives is pretty fun.
I mean, yeah, this is from the same person who was like, I have this magical orb that can freeze you in place, but I'm gonna walk down and not use it to stab you, just like... I'm just gonna... Oh, now he's freaking out a little bit.
Wait, were there two of them?
No.
I did that wrong.
There's the one.
Okay. I thought there was the one down in the courtyard, but then also one up in the tower.
I stabbed that man. I stabbed him.
Good job.
I stabbed him real good.
Impossible. The student does not defeat the teacher.
I mean, really, he probably should have had a better plan than sending a lot of dudes after the guy who's known for killing a lot of dudes.
Yeah.
Go and claim your
Like,
prize.
blow you up or something? He couldn't have planted a bomb?
It should have been destroyed.
Destroy the only thing capable of
I mean, it was the Crusades.
creating true.
Yeah, they had explosives, right?
Yeah.
Then I will.
I mean, maybe not like a bomb, it's like he had a hand grenade or something, but like, stuff could blow up. They could at least trap you in a building and set it on fire. If explosion's too much to ask, then...
Metbubniana Somanknan Womer. Oh, hey, look, it's a globe. Look at that, even Assassin's Creed is like, yo, the Earth is round, you guys.
I can't.
I mean, they would say that.
What am I...
We've got
Oh. Hey, it's my bros.
What the hell was that?
Hey, what up? It's me, Desmond. I'm in the future.
We've got them out.
How many?
At least half a dozen.
We don't need them all.
We should assume some amount of decay. I can't imagine they'll all still be functioning. At least two appear to reside on land masses that no longer exist.
We'll dispatch teams to each site and determine viability. We only need one, after all.
What about the rest?
Collect them. Let's not leave anything to chance. Last thing we need is some damn survivor making trouble for us in the new world.
And the assassin?
We have what we need.
Oh, hey, there's like dudes.
You know how these
Mysterious men in suits.
What's your point?
We might need him. His memories. I'd recommend we hold him.
You can always trust creepy dudes in suits in mysterious laboratories full of experimental, crazy virtual reality equipment.
I'm glad we're all on the same page.
Also, I just now noticed that, like, under the Animus table, the Matrix is just kind of pulling up.
Yeah.
Stop undermining my authority.
I just saved your
Yeah, it is.
It's right there under Desmond's feet. There's just kind of a little box full of the Matrix.
Don't get too comfortable, Mr. Miles.
Yep.
We'll
Is
be
that the
back
Big
for you
Show?
soon enough.
very well might have
Oh,
been.
it's the big show.
Turns out he was a Templar. Go
Oh
figure.
God, why is there a pentagram on the floor?
Why wouldn't there be?
Oh hey, look, the lady shows up blue like she's a friend.
It turns out the
Wait, no,
Animus was made by the devil.
Oh. Oh God.
God, why is there a pentagram?
Looks like... Is that blood?
Well, that's not creepy at all.
What the hell were they keeping here before me? What happened to him? What does it mean, I wonder?
Quetzalcoatl's hunger lies the answer. What? Yay, credits.
Credits.
I did it. I beat
Start the timer.
Oh, yep. I gotta hold on. I'm a little late on this one, but
that's all right.
We got a thing going. Let's see how long these are.
All along.
Alright, that was Assassin's Creed 1, I guess.
Yep.
Yay.
Now we just have
Now
to
talk about it until these credits are over.
Yep. It's not great, but the rest of the game series is pretty good, except for one glaring exception.
Alright, that didn't last until the end of the credits. Now we gotta come up with something else.
Join us, same channel, different time, day for Assassin's Creed 2 and Assassin's Creed Brotherhood and Assassin's Creed Revelations and Assassin's Creed 3 and Assassin's Creed 4, Assassin's Creed 4 Freedom Cry, and Assassin's Creed Rogue and Assassin's Creed Unity and Assassin's Creed Syndicate, and maybe by that time Assassin's Creed Origins.
Yeah, that's a lot of Assassin.
That's 10 more.
And by the time you finish that, we'll probably have at least heard about another one, or some DLC or something.
Yeah. Assassin's Creed Additional. What?
Hmm?
Just reading different titles. Historians. What?
Yeah. Probably got all of them from the History Channel.
Just get that one guy. The aliens guy to show up.
Yeah, that guy is probably way into Assassin's Creed.
Probably. It's like, wow, this is a crazy documentary. Like, wow. Mocaps. Everybody loves mocap. Hey, Kristen Bell. Nolan North. Fred Tatasciore. Thought that guy's name was Richard Casino for a second, and I was like, wow, that's an amazing name.
I didn't know the Animus had a voice.
Sure. I also don't remember that at all.
Yeah.
I remember that
never
was
played the first one.
under voice actors, but I saw a person's name attributed to the Animus.
I was gonna say there was always like the desynchronization messages and stuff, but I always just saw those as text. I don't remember a voice attached. Maybe the first one did have a voice attached to that stuff.
Maybe. I wouldn't know. Ubisoft.
It's definitely the voice of Animus.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
See if any of those. That was. They only had 4 Japanese voice actors. It's fine.
Apparently, it also had a voice in Revelations.
That makes sense. I do remember that, actually. See how long these credits have been going. Where's my stopwatch tab? Oh god. I have too many. Oh, there it is. We're up to 5 minutes, 5.5 minutes so far.
Mm-hmm. For an Assassin's Creed game, still not bad.
Yeah. I thought they were wrapping up like 3 minutes ago, and I was about to be very impressed, but they kept going.
See, I was going to be impressed if this is sub 10 minutes.
I think it'll be sub 10 minutes.
Because I thought most of them hang in the like 11 to 12 area.
I thought it was just like Assassin's Creed 3 was when it just started getting ridiculous.
I remember the Brotherhood credits being pretty hefty. Like, I want to say the Brotherhood credits were like 8 or 9 or something like that. It was still noticeably long. So yeah, this one I imagine is probably going to be closer to 7, 8.
The public relations director's name was David Hawk. That's a great name.
That's a fantastic name. He sounds like a character from Metal Wolf Chaos.
Yep. I can't let you do that, Mr. President. Oh, I think they're wrapping up.
I hope that game gets a sequel someday.
That'd be nice. I hope that game's backwards compatible on the Xbox One.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
Facial animation software provided by Impersonator from 2002. That makes a lot of sense. Hey, credits.
Yeah.
We're gonna go with 7 minutes.
Yeah.
Because I got a late start.
Not bad.
Wait,
Bink. What is Bink?
It's a video compression.
Okay.
Yeah, video codec that got used in games a lot, especially original DS.
I remember seeing the Bink video thing a lot. I just didn't actually know what it was. Now it makes sense.
Well, that's
No,
the
you're
Assassin's
back.
Creed.
You're back in the room. You having
And you
visions?
compress the hell out of your videos so they look like shit.
Is there an epilogue, or is it just go jump back in the
It's-
Animus to mess with stuff?
It's go jump back in the Animus to collect some flags, which...
Okay.
Yeah, I don't mean to alarm you, but I think a serial killer has been writing on the floors and walls.
It's fine.
Seriously, why a pentagram?
It's fine.
Like, we're dealing with space aliens, not the... Is the devil also a space alien? Is that where this is going?
He might be. We'll get there.
We'll find out.
Yep.
Right about the time we fight that giant snake boss.
Yep. Oh god, I forgot about the giant snake boss.
How?
Oh man.
That's the most standout thing in the trailer to me. It was like, yep, just giants. Well, okay, as evidenced by the fact you just fought a wizard. They've all had supernatural stuff, but somehow the giant snake still strikes me as ridiculous.
I don't know, I mean, in Brotherhood you fight the Pope.
Yeah, but, like, the Pope's a person. You could fight him. I could fight the Pope if I was dedicated enough.
Fair enough.
I'd go fight him right now.
Rude.
It'd take a while to get there, but
Anyway, that's the Assassin's Creed stream. Join us at some point for Assassin's Creed 2.
yeah, it'll be fun.
Yeah.
And for any law enforcement agencies out there, I'm not actually planning on fighting the Pope.
Remember that time Red Skull kidnapped the Pope?
I do.
That
It
was
was a great Christmas.
It was good. Yep. Anyway, night everybody.
Night, everybody.